Good morning. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. I'm so glad that you're here. Together, through these series, we've been building something really important. How to listen to your body and respond with your breath. And how to come back to a steady, natural rhythm. This is a practice, but it's also a return. Through this series, we're remembering how to breathe, how to do what your body already knows how to do. Because when you create the conditions with your breath, the nervous system follows. So actually, we're creating new, old habits. And today we're going to continue that practice and that return. We'll be introducing some small breath holds today, nothing extreme. You might notice a slight urge to breathe or a little discomfort during the pause, and that's okay. That's normal. We're not going to push through anything though. Just noticing what your body's already doing. And if anything feels like too much at any time, simply return to your natural breath. And please remember that everything I offer today is simply an invitation. You are in control of your experience. You can stop, pause, sleep, leave at any time. Let's begin. Let's take a couple of physiological sighs here to begin our practice. Inhaling slowly through the nose to a full lung, taking an extra sip of air and holding it at the top. And exhaling through the nose or mouth, it's up to you, letting it all fall away. We'll do that 2 more times. In through the nose. Extra sip at the top. Hold it. Good morning. Let it go. Letting it all fall away. Beginning to arrive. Let's do that 1 more time together. In through your nose. Extra sip of air at the top. Hold it. Perhaps bring a smile to your face, the feeling of a gratitude for showing up this morning. And let it all go. Coming back to your natural rhythm. And remember, this breath, this physiological sigh is available to you at any time. It's a fabulous way to ground yourself in a moment, to check back in. And it's here for you. And as we settle in here, I invite you to bring your attention to your breath. We're not going to change anything, simply observe. Feel the inhale, the exhale. Just begin to notice the rhythm here. It's a bit like a wave rolling in and out. just follow that rhythm, your own pace. Just observing. Letting the inhale arrive and the exhale fall away. Awareness, my friends, is the foundation for all positive change, and that's all we're doing here is simply noticing. You might notice the breath sitting higher in the chest. You might notice it's a little shorter, maybe a little faster. And that's not wrong. It just means your body is adapted to a certain pace. Honestly, your body's doing what it was designed to do. When the body feels safe, when the nervous system feels safe, your breath moves a little differently. Still like a wave, but starting low in the belly and moving through the ribs and lightly into the chest, and then falling away. We practiced this last week. This is your breath wave, your return to how you were born breathing. I invite you to place one hand on your chest and one on your belly. And just notice, with no judgment, which moves first. And as we breathe together this morning, you now might notice the breath beginning to move a little lower into that belly, not by forcing, just simply by bringing your attention there. If it helps, you can imagine the breath moving down into the belly, tracing your awareness in through the nose and down, following it gently into the belly. Just letting go of the exhale. This is a practice and a return. It's not about getting it right. We're creating the conditions. We're returning to what we know how to do. Doesn't matter if it feels subtle. Your body already knows how to do this. Now I invite you to let go of that awareness. And we're just going to take a full breath in through your nose, doing one of those physiological sighs. Taking an extra sip of air at the top and letting it go. returning to your natural breath. We had our attention and our awareness on our belly, and now I invite you to place your attention and that awareness on your heartbeat. Practicing that skill of interoception, internal awareness, seeing if you can feel a beat in your chest. If it helps, you can place a hand over your heart. And as you keep your awareness here, I invite you to notice your heartbeat. When you inhale, your heartbeat, your heart rate speeds up a bit. When you exhale, it slows down. So now, can we keep your inhale as it is and simply allow your exhale to become a little longer? Not forced, just slower. We're doing this so your body has that clear signal to slow down. Inhale and exhaling longer. If it helps, you can follow a rhythm. Maybe inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 6 or 8. But please don't get stuck on the numbers. It's the feeling that matters more. Inhaling, exhaling longer. It's called a soldier's breath. And you can use it anytime to slow your heartbeat down. In your car, before a meeting, lying in bed. You don't need a full session. This is like the physiological sigh. You just need a longer exhale. To say slow down. You're safe. And now I'm going to invite you to add a pause to the end of the exhale. So inhaling through your nose, exhaling slowly, and at the bottom, pause with your breath hold and just stay here. I invite you to notice what happens. You might feel the urge to breathe to come up. That's normal. That's your body responding to a rise in carbon dioxide. Just stay there till you feel a slight urge to breathe, nothing extreme. And then let that inhale come back in. And take a couple of normal breaths. Inhaling exhaling longer. And again, in and out. Stay with this beautiful, calming breath, this soldier's breath. And on your next exhale, I invite you to pause again, holding your breath. And again, out of curiosity, just notice. Notice what happens. When you feel that urge to breathe, nothing extreme, breathe again. And come back to that soldier's breath in your own pace. Carbon dioxide plays a really important role in how your body uses oxygen. And all we're doing here is just observing a signal. When we hold our breath, it's your body signaling to breathe, saying you've got a lot of CO2 on board. Our body is amazing and beautiful. And all we're doing is just increasing our CO2 tolerance slightly, so we can have a little bit more to help our body do a little bit more. Let's do that hold again on your next exhale. Taking a pause at the bottom. And holding it. And maybe in this hold, just take a moment in awe of what your body can do. When you're ready, breathe. You are in control of your experience. There's no getting this right. We're just bringing you back to your baseline, back to what you know how to do. We're offering guidance to remember. And with practice, you'll come back without forcing it. Continuing your soldier's breath. Inhaling and exhaling longer. Beautiful. Let's just do one more of those holds. On your next exhale, pausing at the bottom and holding it. with these breath holds over time, it helps your body realize that it doesn't have to stay in a high alert or high stress state. We're not forcing, it's recalibrating. And when you feel that air hunger, that urge to breathe, see if you can pause for a few more seconds without taking it to the extreme. And breathe in when you're ready. You should be able to come back to your breath pretty quickly, your normal breath, not gasping. If you're gasping, you're holding too long, my friends. Come back to your soldier's breath. Low, slow, and through your nose, and with a little more space. This is your foundation. Now, slowly let go of that pattern of the count and allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Notice what feels different. On your inhale, inviting in awareness. On your exhale, noticing. Maybe the breath feels quieter, the body more settled. Maybe through practicing over our last 5 weeks together, there's more awareness. So many of us are living in low and chronic stress without even knowing it sometimes. I mean, sometimes for sure we know it. And other times, our body's just been conditioned to keep us in a state just by life, nothing consciously, just our body adapting to what's going on around us. When we learn new breathing habits, our body adapts to a different way of breathing, all to protect us. It's our beautiful mind, our unconscious, doing what it thinks it needs to do to keep us safe. But they're not always right. And sometimes these new habits, it's created for us out of love, are keeping us stuck in this chronic state of stress. And so over the last 5 weeks, we've been regulating our nervous system through practice. But we've also been coming back to those habits, the new old habits. Introducing the breath wave, the physiological sigh, your HRV or your balanced breath, your soldier's breath to calm you down, and today just noticing our breath holds. May feel new, but it's not. It's what you were doing when you were born. Many of these practices you might observe during the day that you're doing them anyway, not even consciously. The physiological sigh. Just sometimes you feel like you need to take a deep breath. That's your body telling you. And there's no getting it wrong. We're just remembering. And that takes time. And your breath is always responding to your life, to what's going on around you. And we can respond right back. That's the beauty of awareness. Let's wake up gently with those physiological sighs again. In through the nose to a full lung. Take an extra sip of air at the top. Maybe bringing a nice stretch in. Let it go through the mouth or the nose, whatever you're comfortable with. Let's do that again. Inviting energy in as we breathe in. Taking an extra sip of air at the top. Holding it. Maybe bringing a smile to your face of wonder. How our body knows how to do all this. Let it go. Beautiful. Let's do one more together. In through the nose. Extra sip of air at the top. Maybe shaking it out, waking up on your exhale. Beautiful. And when you're ready, you can do whatever you want. Wake up, go back to sleep. Enjoy this feeling. Thank you for breathing with me today.